2010 we also drove down and saw Opalton, and then went on to Lark Quarry from there. Well, today I've decided I'm going to take a run down and have another look at Opalton. It's been a while. We also went through the Bladensburg National Park. So today I'm going to go down to Opalton, but we're going to go through the Bladensburg National Park and have a look at that first bit that through the park itself again. Okay, so this is the Shearer's Strike camp in here. This goes back to the 1800s when the shearers were having a lot of problems, and the government of the day had a fight with them, and as a result of all that, the Shearer's Strike happened, and then came the Labor Party. Okay, so here we go, into the national park. No dogs allowed. Okay, so this is to the engine hole. This is the engine hole. Okay, so back onto the main track again. The Skull Hole. Seem to remember this was the scene of massacre. Let's see how good my memory is. Skull Hole. This is the Skull Hole. There are warnings about getting too close to the edge because of crumbling rock faces and that sort of thing. Not being super steady on my feet these days, and with this type of rock being fairly crumbly, this is as close as I'm going. Well, maybe a bit closer. I found another vantage point. Bow shed hole. Toilets in here. Morning. This is at the bow shed hole, or whatever it was called. Okay. Okay, this is the top crossing, Surprise Creek it's called. And we're back to the main road. Opalton Logan Falls. 93 to Opalton, 13 to Logan Falls. Ah, I saw him coming to land. Coming in, I should have stopped earlier. He's back there again. He's getting into it, he's hungry. I wonder what that was. Tiny little sign. Could be what we're looking for. Logan Falls, 1 kilometre. That's the usual warning about rocks and things like that. This is a chasm, something like Sydney Yo. And there's waterfall, or there's falls in there somewhere apparently. So a bit further around, and that's the formation. And that, I would suggest, is the falls. And now we've left the National Park. It's all running around to the left of us over there. I reckon Queensland must just about have the biggest windmills in Australia somehow. That's a big fella. Cattle just laying around the waterhole there. Well, there's water on the ground there for them to drink out of. Just had a 6 mile creek, this is an 8 mile creek. Just out past a couple of trees and there were cattle standing under them. Well, I say a couple of trees, there's a grove of trees, the cattle were just standing here. Just patrolling the road. So that's the first wild type animal we've seen. What was that wild? I don't know. He wasn't angry, he was just walking around, wasn't he? Well, that's the first reminder that we're in a country where they can step out in front of you. And those things do a pack of damage, a mess of damage when you hit them. I know that from experience. Had one right into the side of into the mudguard, right hand side, out the Mount Magnet one time. Opalton designated fossicking land. So if you want to do some fossicking, that's where you're allowed to do it. Welcome to Opalton. Inside's 41, Winton on the road is 90, and Winton is 212. Lark Quarry 112. Caravan's about a kilometre on the right, okay. Okay, now it seems that a lot of the stuff is not happening here any longer. It's all happening down at a place called Red Hill or Red something. And the guy that's here at the moment, he's been out here for about 20 years. But he's got a son in Dannemuka and one in Kalgoorlie, and reckons all the good stuff's over in South Australia, not here. So there's a sign on the door saying this is not a shop, and he's just talking to his son on the phone. And he said, "Hey, put the sign on the door here, it's not a shop, it should be down on the bloody road." He said, "Tourists keep coming in," and well, there you go, it's got a bloody big sign on the thing saying outpost. So, but anyway, he said, should be a sign there pointing them down the road. So, anyway, seems there's not a lot happening here at Opalton. So, Opalton, home of pipe matrix and boulder opal. Someone Greg Derished here, 28th of 12th 1982. Bush Park. That's where you can camp. Camping, fossicking and hot showers. Must be the showers there. There's a couple of shower blocks for looks of things. Information. I've been talking to Jeffrey. He's basically managing the place down here at the moment. These little donga type things, they have a brickwork around them, and if you get to one of those before anyone else does, then you can camp there, no problems at all. Costs you $2.50 a night to camp in here. The place is subject to flooding every now and again. They had 12 inches one night, and it was 700 millimetres of water through here. It's covered the whole area apparently. I said to him, "How long have you been out here?" And he says, he said 20 years. Ex-army. He'd been working for the government for a while. Had a couple of guys who introduced him to opal mining, and came out here, and he's been doing the underground stuff for a while. Now I can go to the right, that's 200 odd kilometres back home, as opposed to around about, I suppose, yeah, probably be about the same going the other way as well. What the hell, let's do it. 1 o'clock, if it takes me 3 or 4 hours, I'll still be back by 5. There's limited Wi-Fi there, but that does mean that you can use your phone on Wi-Fi in there. There's only about 3 people live out here permanently now. Most of them come and go. But it seems a lot of them also operate out of opal fields further west, I think it is. Well, further east maybe. Currently got a series of these channels we're going through. It's been through a couple of good ones. Certainly a different road to the one we've been on to Opalton, that's for sure. Little channels all good, up and down and around. It's a different country altogether. Camping there to the left. Plenty of diggings here on the... Oh, this must be the... Yeah, this must be that other area. Yeah, Jeff said it would be take Opalton caravan through here. Yeah, we've done it. It was 11 years ago. But be very steady going. Have to be. This is Opal Creek. Been a bit of opal mining going on through here, I'd suggest. We've certainly got some traffic happening. We're coming into main side. We went down the main side last time, and I got a feeling that there's a grave or something down there. This is the river, or the creek, at Mainside. Okay, that'll be now the Lark Quarry and Junda. That's the Junda Road at least. Trying to remember that gate. I was trying to remember what he was talking when he said the gate. I think the gate. I just had to get the caravan through there, of course. Just imagine this all underwater. If the rain, if there was enough rain, 12 inches. This would have apparently it was just covered for miles. Everything was underwater. Couple of yards. A bit of it. Yep. Oh yeah, don't know what's ahead here. So it's 93 from Opalton and 51 from Mainside to here. Okay. Heading for Winton. It said something about Winton 124. Well, that's a shame, that's how far it is. There's a wireless tower coming up on the left hand side of the road, and unless I'm mistaken, that's the road into Lark Quarry. Lark Quarry trackways. Left turn, 500 metres, 300 or something.
Raul, working on it. Hey, can you look here?
Yeah, so there's the road in, and we parked just on the corner there. 7 or thereabouts into Winton. Aha, so we're on an emergency airstrip coming up. No markings on the road though. Possibility that it's new, I suppose, something new. Looks like it might be. Well, this is a strip of bitumen, but it's what they call an overtaking opportunity. So in other words, it's their overtaking lane. They get you onto a piece of bitumen for a while, get rid of the dust so you can overtake in safety. Just came through a gate, there's a road zapping down along the fence. And the road's the Nareen jump up road now. We went and checked that out last time. So seeing as though I'm sort of recreating the journey today by the looks of things, let's go and have a look at what we're looking at. As I recall, we stopped at the top. We didn't go down the bottom because it was a pretty steep drive back up again. And towing the van, as with everything, it was a matter at the time of okay, drag the van down here. We just hope we can find somewhere to turn it around when we get down here. Okay, so I'd come in with Leslie and we stopped here. We turned the caravan around on the right hand side and we took our photos. And look at that view. That's just a drop straight off the side there. See the drain down the left hand side. I guess if you drove up and down this all the time it'd be alright, but it's I reckon that's as steep, if not steeper, than the one going into here. We turned the van around at the top. We didn't drive it down there, that's for sure. I mean, if you had to, you would, but we didn't have to. It's almost as steep as Ango Road in Albany. Righto. Okay, so we're back to the main road. Animals everywhere on either side of the road here. turn into the national park where we went this morning.
Pull up here. I'm sure you can go in.
So we're back home. Currently on our own. Let's hope it stays like that.